I was really trying to get into a habit of just uploading one video a week just so I don't overwhelm myself. But you guys are turning me into a YouTube fiend. Wow. So here I am 2 days later. Yo, I'm back with another Throwback Thursday. And today I'm going to talk about emails. And I promise I will try my best to make a video about emails as entertaining as possible. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really remember having too many social media options back in the day. Definitely not as many as these days. We had what? MySpace, MSN, Habbo Hotel, if you were a weirdo, I was. And Facebook back in 07, 08 really wasn't the Facebook it is today. I know an email really isn't considered social media, but for some reason I remember being super amped to make my first email account. Almost even more than getting my Facebook or MSN account. I remember being genuinely so excited while I was standing there beside my mom while she was sitting on the computer trying to figure out how to make an account for me. It just felt so good knowing that finally I could express myself to other 11-year-olds through a computer screen. Emails were also kind of like the gateway drug into having other forms of social media. You cannot talk about social media without mentioning the email game. Okay, here comes an extremely embarrassing story. I'm pretty sure no one besides my mom and I know this story, but this is the origin of my first ever email. The year is 2002. I'm about 11 or 12. My family and I, for whatever reason, were huge on watching reality shows together. We would sit together and watch everything from The Price is Right to Survivor. One of the shows we were all collectively obsessed with at the time was Big Brother. So in season 3 of Big Brother, there was a guy in the show named Jason. This guy had like that Abercrombie and Fitch white guy good looks. He was the nicest, most polite guy I'd ever seen on TV at that point. And he got all the bitches. As a young, impressionable male, this guy became my hero after like a few episodes. Here's where my email comes into the equation. Alright mom, so I thought of a pretty good email. A very good email. Okay, you know how we watch a lot of Big Brother? How about this? Jason, and then a million numbers beside it because Jason's obviously taken. Jason? Me name is Jason? I thought it was good. Jason, my left foot. Okay, but rotted. No? But Jason. Alright then, how about tips? Yep, I wanted my email to be jason8496784000459@hotmail.com. My mom wasn't having any of that, and I'm glad she didn't. What was I thinking? My email account would have literally been some other dude's name. I gotta thank my mom for saving me from that embarrassment. Instead, we went with tipsy_ish69@hotmail.com. Obviously way less embarrassing. Before you laugh, let me just break down the significance and the genius of the email tipsy_ish69@hotmail.com. You guys remember Jaquan? No? Great. Back when I was some of you guys' age, our one-hit wonders were not as cool as Fetty Wap and I Love McConan. We had guys like Chingy, Houston, Soulja Boy, and Jaquan. Jaquan made a song that was actually the banger of that half-decade for sure. And that legendary anthem was called Tipsy. Me being an obvious alcohol enthusiast at the age of 11, figured Tipsy was a great word to include into the email that at that point was the only thing anyone had to contact me with. That was too many words. I used the word ish because I wanted to use the word shit, but wasn't allowed to use swear words in my emails at that time. I was only a kid. Tipsy and 69 somehow got a pass though. 69 was in my email for obvious reasons. You know how us 11-year-olds got down. And for you kids that now have 69 in your names, just know that we did that shit like 13 years ago. It's not even cool anymore. And that is the story of how tipsy_ish69 was created. So I ran with that email for a few years, and then when I apparently discovered I was Jamaican, I began loving that side of myself, and it showed in many areas of life. My email even got affected. My follow-up email, when I finally grew out of that email and decided, you know what, it's time for a change. Jamaica 101. Oh, you motherfucker. So at this point in time, I watched a lot of Family Channel, and Zoe 101 was one of my favorite shows. Jamaica 101 was actually taken, so I had to be sneaky and just use an O as the 0. Oh my god. I'm done. I'm done exposing myself. That's it for now. This is embarrassing. This has got to come to an end. Guys and girls, please help me feel a little less embarrassed by scrolling down to that comment section and commenting your first or most embarrassing email. If that email is the email that you currently use, A, change it because it's ridiculous. B, don't post it here because then your embarrassing ass email will be here for all to see. I hope you guys appreciated the roasting ammo I handed out to you. Use it wisely. Alright, real quick, I just want to say thank you guys so much for subscribing. Man's just hit 6K, so you know what that means. Road to 10K is engaged as of now. Also, I've noticed you guys are savages with that like button when you want to be. So let's try and get this video to 200 likes. That would be dope as hell. Don't sleep, fam.